should be here, right? Don't know why OBS is not loading it. Oh, there it is. Yay. Greetings, everyone. Jackogień here. Hopefully you're doing well. I thought that mic thing was supposed to fade away after a while. It's still just staying there. No idea why. Well, hopefully you're all doing well. Welcome to another VR chat and chill, because that's what I like to do. Hopefully you're ready for a nice chill Saturday night, as we do. And if you haven't noticed, this is my homeworld now. And it's mostly because of two reasons. I can't really do two. 1 second. Let me get the camera thingy. Boop. Yeah, there we go. That's something. And let me sit down. Okay. Expressions. Not that one. Poses. Floor. Sit down. Sit down. Bring you down. There we go. I gotta move chat. Chat's like all the way over here. Let me... Yoink. Can I put you right there? Is there Tomodachi? I can check that out sometime. Jeez. But hopefully y'all doing well. Hello, AA. Hello, Andy. Hello, Yellow. Hello, Mike. Hello, Pearl, Cherry, and Violet. Yeah, luckily I was able to get in just fine, despite the outage that was from an hour ago. Just making sure everything's good here. It's a little, you know, all over the place. As it do be. But regardless, I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, what I was gonna say. This is my new homeworld now, because apparently it stinks. I love the Cuddle Me world, but I kept getting copyrighted claimed from it. This one shares revenue, kind of like my 4 Chill Stream playlist does. The lo-fi that's in this world is shared revenue, which is why I moved to here. Did I hear double or doobie? Wait, what do you mean doobie? Is there double my voice? Cut off mid-song again. Oops, Sargy. A finger gun. Oh, you meant double stream? Oh, weed. You mean weed doobie? I don't do weed. Yeah, no, I don't do weed. You said as it do be. Oh yeah, as it do be, as it do be, as it be, as it exists, as it is. Just another way of saying it is what it is. Or something else. No, I meant it do be that way, like it is what it is. No, I meant do be, it be what it be. Y'all are goofy, but I guess I am too. And hi, Joshua, too. Man, I am kind of beat, but also kind of want to yap, as I typically do. You're all insane, but I guess I am too. Anybody would be if they were stuck here with you. But, there was something I wanted to say. Well, that, meeting this world. I like the rainfall, I like the stars. This is a pretty cool world. So this will be, unless I find a better world, this will be my world, that I start these streams on from here on out. Right, I actually wanted to talk NB. Excuse me. I wanted to talk NB to viewer for a moment. I just want to talk NB to viewer, because there's something that is like dilemma in my noggin, and I just kind of wanted to talk it out, because that has to relate to y'all. It has to relate to this community and just how I do things. I'm not a good pupper, and that's kind of feeding into my kind of a little bit of a loaded question. It's not too much of a loaded question. Am I a hypocrite? Because there's a lot of streams where I focus on the idea of escapism. Like, the majority of my streams are focused on escapism, like focusing in on just hanging out and, you know, experiencing the game or getting soaked up into the game, and just focusing so much on that and trying to just like distance the other stuff. And then you have these streams where these streams have been a lot more emotional, have been a lot more talking about life. So am I a hypocrite for that? Because I feel like I am. And I can't tell if I am or not. Or is it okay that I'm really doing this? Is it okay that I have these dualities of escapism versus just talking about it? Because I've been feeling very hypocritical lately. Because that was like the majority of what I did for this entire channel for years. It's great and all, and it feels nice, but being able to tackle reality is very healthy too. I mean, yeah. But I enjoy this more. Okay. That's what I wanted to ask, if it's like hypocritical, if it's bad that I'm doing this. Because like, in some ways this is very helpful to me. Too much of one thing isn't healthy, that's fair. Because like, yeah, like I said, for years I was doing the whole escapism thing. I didn't even my Discord channel, like even my Discord community, I don't want to talk about current events. I don't want to talk about things that are happening IRL at all, because I want to like just hang out and forget about those things. Talking about life is kind of the whole point of these streams. I mean, yeah, it is. So that's why I just want to like make sure that like, is it really okay? I know bigger hypocrites, so yeah, I'm good. Well, the game going on, it's kind of bound to happen anyway. I mean, yeah, that's true. I just wanted to make sure, just NB to streamer, if that was really okay. Because, like, I don't want to do the wrong thing. Literally, I had this whole, I'm gonna story time a bit. There was a big thing that I'm not gonna name names, of course, as always, whenever I do my story time things. I mean, that's true. That's a point that I don't really... I know it's my channel and technically I can run it how I want to, but I prefer doing it in a way where it's like a collaborative effort of like, I'm doing what's in my gut and, you know, in my soul fire, but I also want your input. I want all y'all's inputs. But yeah, a little bit of a story time without naming names or anything. There was a time where, like, I think 2 or 3 people left my community and kind of did it in an uproar, because it was right around the time the this is one of the few times I'm going to talk about a real world event, so just disclaimer here, but I'm doing it for the sake of the story. There 2 or 3 people left in an uproar because I wanted to not talk about global events and stuff. And the thing that was being an uproar about was Palestine. Now, I'm somebody who wants no bad to happen. I want people to just exist. I want people to be free to exist. I want people to just be. And I hate violence, and I hate the terrible things that are going on in the world. But I said, like, I contradicted. I was like, hey, these are terrible things that are happening, but can we please not talk about it here? This is supposed to be a safe space. This is supposed to be an area where you can forget about the terrible things that are happening, because truthfully, if I'm talking about some of those kinds of things, it just makes me feel powerless and worse. And I want to have a community where the only time I want to talk about heavy stuff like that is if I'm doing like a charity event like I did for Ukraine. Other than that, I just want to exist. I just want to have a safe space and a safe community where we don't have to address how horrible some things are. And in doing so, I was bashed, I was belittled, I was told that I'm enabling these horrible things in the world because I didn't want to address it. And that still hurts. It hurts because I feel like I don't know if I'm doing the right thing then, but I feel like in other ways I am, by creating a place where we don't typically talk about it at all, because it's sort of just not the time or place, you know? That's what I thought. I thought it was like a Professor Oak thing. You know how that was a whole thing where it's like there's a time and place for everything? That's kind of what I wanted from my community. Is like a place where we can forget about how horrible things are. Especially the things that we're kind of powerless against. But I don't know. Peace and love should be the goal. We don't want to see more violence, exactly. Because you want peace and good for all. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I just want people to be free to exist. I want people to just... I want peace and love. And that whole thing still... I'm bleeding hard, but we can't do much for them right now but pray and or just hope that they can survive. Exactly. Like, I want what's best for people. Especially those who are suffering, I want them to not suffer anymore. But I'm just I'm just a Nintendo YouTuber. I'm just a random furry Nintendo indie loving nerd. I can't really change much at all. The only thing I know that I'm half decent at is potentially helping cheer up others or helping to ensure that people exist who deserve to exist, which is pretty much all of y'all out there. We all suffer, like, not, I shouldn't say we all suffer, but a lot of us suffer with like, not feeling like we deserve to exist. But I know we do. I know we deserve to. Even though we might not fully believe that. It's important to make your stance clear, but this is a political commentary channel. You can only linger on it so much. Exactly, is kind of my point, too. Yeah, awareness is important, but you shouldn't be obligated to obsess over it. And that's, yeah, I agree with that, Vixie. There are more bad apples than good apples, that's true. Well, I mean, it's just a story time. A story time about something that happened in my community a while ago. Me asking if I'm a hypocrite or not, and me asking if I'm doing the right things or not as a creator. Because I don't know all the time, chat. I'm not... Honestly, I joke about it a lot, but genuinely I feel pretty stupid. I joke about being smooth-brained, and I joke about being aloof. And I am pretty aloof, but I sometimes just genuinely feel stupid. Because I feel like I should know things. I feel like I should be better. And I I don't. I'm just trying to exist and trying to make the difference where I can. And I just hope on my soul that I'm able to commit some kind of good. Nice to meet you, you're not a hypocrite. Thanks, Mike. You know, that's a good point. Where you're from shouldn't define who you are. That's something that's important that not many people get. You're addressing it way more than the vast majority of streamers. You definitely aren't a hypocrite. Well, thanks. Part of me is afraid that that's not being professional, air quote, but I think it's better to drop the professionalism and just be me. The professionalism shit is stuff I do for work and my IRL life and part of my mask. That's not fully me. I respect, but like I respect in a manner of just being wanting to strive to be a chill friend. And down immediately or just never mention it at all. Yeah, I want to talk about these things during these streams. I want to be open and honest and I know it's silly, but I like being vulnerable. I like being able to talk about these things because we're all souls. We're all people. We all have emotion. We all live through things. We all go through things. We all have these flare-ups of positive and negative and frustration, and we have emotion. That's what makes us who we are. And so I want to express that kind of emotion. I don't want to bottle it up. I don't want to put up a facade because the number one thing that this channel is me. This channel is a reflection of my soul and everything I am and everything I want to be. Sure, escapism's a big part of that because that's been my sort of coping mechanism through most of my life. So I love getting distracted or pulled into a game or distracted. I think I said distracted twice, but then I also want this. I want these moments where we can just yap and talk about some of the heavier things to get them off our... kind of open up the bottle. Get it off our plate. Whatever we're keeping inside. You know? Halo 72 regarding the additional time with my friends, I'm thankful to have people like Barry, you, and Ola, people who generally make my day feel better and I feel comfortable. I'm glad we could be here for you, Mike, because life is difficult. That's the best word for it. Life is difficult. It's a mixture of good and bad, and so it's difficult. Just a great safe space no matter what. I mean, that's what I strive for, Yellow. For Yellow, and thanks, Andy, for not saying I'm not hypocritical. I thought about it when I went to bed last night after VR. I felt really wanted. Well, that's good, because you are. You're a good person, Mike. Be it an escapist or talk about IRL. Mike, I'll add you after yesterday's Kirby Air Riders. Yippee! Life is unfair. No, that's another good word for it. Difficult and unfair. And so we're thrown into it, and we gotta figure out how to manage it in our own ways. For me, I figured out how to manage it, and it's to hold on to the part of my soul that's most genuine. And oddly enough, that's when I'm in virtual reality or streaming. And most of the time, it's not even streaming, because streaming, I'm just being like my aloof side of myself, right? Like, that's just, they're all still me. It's just, that's the part of me where my brain's just turned off and I'm just vibing, which I love that part of myself, but I also am starting to appreciate this side of me too. The wind takes us all on and ups the pace. Wow. My best to be a good person because it feels nice, even if sometimes it can be taxing on my brain. No, that genuinely emotional burnout is something I've experienced when I'm trying so hard to be, the best I can be, but then I have to deal with individuals who are very stuck in their ways, I'll say. Where we had the stream was honestly my favorite part of the stream. Honestly, same here. I love Yoshi, don't get me wrong. It's a cute little game of exploring these little creatures and what they do. But that rant about media and how we're allowed to like media and we're allowed to dislike it. And just because you dislike something doesn't mean it's a personal attack on somebody else. And the duality of the toxic positivity versus, oh my gosh, how can you dislike this thing? You're terrible for disliking this thing, which is complete BS. TLDR, stubborn people, yeah. No, I love that rant. That was a very enjoyable rant to just discuss about those types of things. Oh, hell, but it doesn't help when people don't want to change. Exactly. Helliverse gets too much hate, in my opinion. That's fair. Relating to what Mike just said, I'm so glad I recently binge watched Steven Universe. The ending song of the main series is so good. I adore it to death. I don't need you to respect me, I respect me. I don't need you to love me, I love me. But I want you to know you could know me if you change your mind. And that's the thing. If you have an open mind, if you change your mind, you can learn to love and accept others and just exist. It's such a better life if you're filled with joy and trying to help versus being a jerk and causing hindrances. I don't understand why people out there go out of their way to cause hindrances. Is VR chat down? I mean, it was down. There was a problem with the API, but I think it got fixed. I checked the status.vrchat.com, and I was able to get in, so I'm here. There a longer version of it? Yeah, no, wait, is there? I didn't know that there was a longer version of it. Is it with the album? Because I know they posted the album for the Steven Universe soundtrack. I didn't know if there's a fuller version though. Let me try it. Yeah, no, I was able to get in just by continuously pressing login with Meta. So that worked for me. Oh, chat, I want to show this off. Hold on. I'm going to turn off the stream camera so you can see what I see. Oh, I'm still sitting down. Hold on. There we go. This is another reason why I made this world my home world instead of the Cuddle Me. Boom! YouTube search. So let me sit up in my chair a little bit here. Into publics. I'm not sure. I only do private, so I wouldn't know. Hi, I'm here for a little bit until it's time to uninstall Windows 11. Yippee! Hi, Icy. But yeah, check this out. YouTube search. And I can... Let's do some Splatoon lo-fi. Oh, I can't see the keyboard. Where's A? Right there. Splatoon lo-fi. So yeah, this is another reason why I made this world. I can just do that. And then boom, you have some different Splatoon lo-fis. Let's do Demon Gummies. Your chat is down from you. Ah, dang. Yeah, I was able to like brute force my way in by just continuously spamming the login with meta button. There was an outage with their API. I'm surprised I was able to get in, but I was able to. Probably can't join with friends and stuff, but it says checking for updates. Dang. Uninstalling Windows 11 is always a good choice. T. Is that the one that has ping pong? No, it doesn't have ping pong. It's just a chill story world with rain. I don't think we were here on this world, Shy Guy, together. I will write it down. Yeah, it is called Starlit. Hold on, I have it right. My brain's flatlining. Starlit Home. I mean, chilling for bed is accurate, but I'm gonna like change that to say streaming on YouTube. No, not profile. Where's my status change? I thought I could. I may be stupid. I kind of forgot how to change my status. Whoops. Huh. Thought there was an easier way to change your status. You know what? It's fine. 8 regret. True. I'll have a calzone too, I guess. Yippee! Calzones are yummer. I'm gonna sit in the corner. Go back to my sitting crisscross, and then boop, and hold on. There we go. Put you right next to chat. That way I can like look right here's chat, right here's the camera. And you'll eat after stream. Yeah, that's true. So technically it's correct. Yeah, Starlight Home is the name of this world. I just like the stars and the fish. There's like fish over there. How long is your chat supposed to be down? That is a good question. I think it's been down, I think, since like 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I think they're working on it because I was able to get in, but that's a good question. I have no idea. Alright, chat, what were we talking about? I was talking about, like, just life stuff. And then I lost it. VRC outages just happen. We don't know when and how long. That's true from what I've heard about. I don't know, I'm still very new to VR, that's the thing. Is like, I used to play back in 2021, and it was only on the desktop. Then I bought this Quest 2 off of my friend, and I played a little bit at the start of 2025. And then I started doing these VR streams once I figured out how to stream in VR. VR at first because it can be dumb for some reason. No, Plurp? I think, or no. Yeah, Plurpinator. Yeah, that's... can I call you Plurp for short? Plurp? Okay, that's a fun name. That rolls off the tongue fun. But, Plurpinator, yeah, I agree with that because I got a link cable. And the thing is, wow. I don't know if the sound effect played or not, but this link cable I got has been so finicky, I decided to just stop using it as a proper link cable, instead just using it plurple. Hey, plurple, like purple, like the color purple. Cool. Well, you can just call me OG if you want, OGI. So short for Ogen. But yes, I've been using like a link cable for the longest time, and it just kept disconnecting. I don't know if it was like loose or I got it like off Amazon for kind of cheaper than it probably should have been. So I was like, you know what? It's been a pain. So I decided to start using AirLink instead. So I use AirLink now, and then I use this long cable as a charging cable now, so that I can like charge and play and stand up and move around and whatever. So that way my VR headset won't die on stream anymore. And that way, you know, it's all good. The OG Woji. I've never been called that before. Congratulations, you have a trademark on that nickname. Gotta go estrogen. Enjoy your estrogen. Also, can you slide me someone inside? I mean, who said that? I've only used Airlink for VR, then just normal VR. See, I used to use just a link cable. But, like, yeah, like, I don't know. It just keeps popping out. I respect them, just not the weird ones. Fair enough. I mean, there are some people who are... We actually had a full-on conversation about people who are, like, hypersexual. And, like, you gotta always respect boundaries. You have to. And if you don't, that's incredibly uncomfortable and incredibly disrespectful. You know. Our mind went to interesting places reading that. Wow. We are the weird ones. I mean, people exist, is my take. People exist as long as you're not, you know, actively breaking people's boundaries or anything like that, and you're just existing. Exist. I'm pretty weird, all things considered, too. But, you know. For API isn't working. You know, I was able to brute force my way in, start the gamer. Or star the gamer. Wow, I said start the gamer. I couldn't. My blurry eyes thought that said 2 T's. Sorry, star. But so don't try to sign in at the moment in some places. Yeah, no, I had to like keep on pressing sign in, and then it got me in. But no, I'm just to answer your question though. I am a fur. This isn't my Sona. I just found this avatar. But yeah. I almost did too. Yeah, no, I was able to like barely get in, but it died for me. No, I'm sorry. Also, Mod, can you show that comment, please? And thank you. I like some of the things they like, just don't like to be called a furry. Then that's simple. You just don't identify with the label. That's valid. If you don't want to identify with the label of being a furry, then you don't identify as a furry. It's simple as that. Honestly, I didn't at first either. I didn't back then. Now I feel more comfortable about it because one of my main sonas is an anthropomorphic wolf. So I've been embracing it a bit more since the start of last year, I think. I like the label. Same here. I now like the label. That kind of phrasing really gives us "you're one of the good ones" vibes. Yeah, no, that's true. The freaking... Oh, you mean just, like, not safe for work stuff. No, that's fair. That's fair, because, like, some people are very into things. Oh, the Freaky Deek. What is with you coming up with nicknames tonight, Shy Guy? You know, I think... Pearl Cherry Violet, I understand, like, you're being worried, but I think I picked up on the vibe of, no, they just don't like the sexualization stuff. From what I'm understanding, from what I'm picking up, energy-wise. I appreciate you being on the fence or being, you know, cautious. Especially because, you know, I like my community as safe as possible. And as accepting and inclusive as possible. So... I think we're good. I think we're in the clear here. Would probably be a rabbit, and yeah, no, I get you. I have a few friends who actually relate to like bunnies and rabbits and stuff, so that's cool. You know, that's a topic. Like, I'm not gonna repeat the same ramble I had on another stream, but I understand individuals who have a very, let's say, high drive is a good word for it. I understand some folks who have a high drive, but again, the number one most important thing is respecting boundaries and just general respect, because that's important. If it helps, call me Star TG20. It's my VR chat name, so that's why you don't read a long name. Okay, I appreciate that, Star TG 20. And hello, Glitch. Hopefully you're doing well. Or Star TG. Sounds good, Star TG. I've had cases Mikio getting already, and I don't mind it, but I gotta know you. You can't be a random. You know, that's genuinely fair. That's genuinely fair, though. Like, that's like that's a boundary with your Sona. Had a map earlier and I used a rabbit jar and someone said they never see rabbits. Yeah, I mean, from my, again, I'm not super in the furry community, but from what I hear, like, there's definitely, okay, actually, for real this time, enjoy, have a good one. I wish I had some. Anyway, but yes, I understand, like, from what I understand, there's definitely some species that have, like, sonas way more than others, and I know, like, rabbits and bunnies are actually not as, like, common as, like, I don't know, wolves, dogs, cats, and bears and stuff like that. My Sona, I don't allow such without permission anymore. Yeah, no, that's so real. And again, that's a boundary thing. A Sona is like a reflection of yourself, so it can be very uncomfortable if people start doing that without permission. Like the flashback from The Flash. Wow. Interesting. I swear if I get a full body, I'm gonna be breakdancer doing Spider-Man poses like wall climbing. That's so fun. That would be so fun. Animals as fun characters. I do find it odd that some are like, if you like characters like Mickey Mouse or Sonic the Hedgehog, that makes you a furry. Would it count really? No, the whole thing about, okay. The whole thing about being a furry is the number one rule is you want to identify as it. Wall climbing has an emoji? Sweet. Made my night better. That's so cool, actually. I didn't know wall climbing was an emoji. That's kind of cool. But yeah, the whole thing is like, you identify as such. If I get full body, I'm just like falling on all the time. Free falling. Wow. Grant from X and Y. I don't know that context. I never played X and Y. I need to someday. Would you like to become a werewolf? I would be down for it, but I'd rather be my Sona. That's the thing. I would rather just be Ojin. Or just have general shapeshifting. General shapeshifting is like the peak power to have. Like, I would love that. Like, that's gotta be like a top 5 superpower or ability to have is shapeshifting. For me, anyway. Werewolf would be painful, though. I mean, yeah, but I think it would be worth it. At this point, I find it funny. I don't know. Should be happy or laugh awkwardly. Why not both? Why not be happy and laugh awkwardly? I laugh awkwardly all the time, but that's just because I go through a lot. The joys of still living at home as a 24-year-old and yearning every night to move out. Not move out every night, but like, I daydream a lot about moving out because I want to be on my own. I know it'd be a lot more work, but I would be a lot more free to do what I want when I want and manage life better, I feel like. If I had to just worry about my shit, and that would be so much better. What's up, B-Bones? Hopefully you're doing well. Nice to see ya. We're just chilling, listening to Splatoon lo-fi in this world. Get much higher, so high. It'll be useful regardless of what form it takes. That's true. Invisibility are my top 2 superpowers by anything. I love the idea of portal creation so much. Like, more so than teleporting, because teleporting, unless you can teleport objects and people with you, portal creation, it feels like you can transport a lot more stuff. Like, imagine how cool it would be if I just portal create my car from, like, my house to the parking spot where I want it to, so people get the illusion that I drove to work, but really I didn't. And then I don't have to pay for gas at all, because I just warp the car wherever I want it to. So it's midnight almost for me, oof. Wait, no, I'm confused by that. Star 20 or Star T or wait, hold on. I'm forgetting the abbreviation. Remember when Valve made IRL portal gun for sale? Oh, that's cool. Valve is a cool company. Is that VR Cuddle World? Nope, this is Starlit Home, I think is the name of it. Hold on, looking at the name of it. Yeah, Starlight Home. That's the name. Star TG. Sorry, I had to I couldn't scroll up because there were so many messages. Star TG. Yes, it was Star the Gamer. It's abbreviation. Star TG. Very awake and kind of tired at the same time. That is a mood I've had many a night that are like, oh, I'm not a sir. I'm a mix. I ain't no sir. I don't like sir. Wrong message. Sorry. All good. Portal 3 when? That is a good question. Portal 3 would be really fun. You guys should so like the stream if you want to support Jack and VRC and Chill as a series. That is true. Thank you. Appreciate you, Shy Guy. Yeah, if you like the vibes, if you like just rant about stuff, ramble, talk about life, listen to lo-fi, maybe hop around different chill VR worlds, this is the series to do it. I done goof. All good. Do you have any tips in making an OC more interesting? I have an OC who has antennae that switches and becomes electrified when they're annoyed, but their main design is kind of bland in my opinion. Electrified. Why not add in... Okay, so if their whole thing is electrified, why not try to add in elements of things that produce or direct electricity? I would recommend looking up parts to substations or parts to power plants, things that conduct or transform electricity as inspiration to add to their design. Because I know of things like insulators and capacitors and things like that exist in substations and power plants that could potentially be put into a design for a character that's based off electricity or has electrical powers. I'll say I like the power to conjure any item I want. Oh, that would be so cool. I would just, whoo, here is the cure for all diseases. Whoo, here's a portal gun. Whoo, here's a bros move, bros attack button from Mario and Luigi. Draw through these different ways in siloing and then fusion. That's another good take for making OC designs. Looney Tunes, yeah, no, that's just having the Looney Tunes toon power to just do whatever's funny. Here's your coffee. Oh my gosh, if I could just snap my fingers and summon coffee. Oh, I want a second Switch too. Whoa, another Switch too. Crazy. Hello, Dark Void. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't think I know who Kamen Rider is. I could be wrong. One of them can bend reality. Yeah, no, the bros moves can do crazy stuff from Mario and Luigi. SCP gender swap stone to help Please! Give that! Give! Or shape-shifting. I'll be honest with you, I really want to be more androgynous and dip into femme. But I can't, I'm stuck here. It's like a Power Ranger, but it's Japan series and Kamen Rider. Interesting. Oh, I have a favorite cartoon song. That is a good question. Probably one from Steven Universe. Genuinely, The Proposal is probably one of my favorite cartoon songs. It takes the leitmotif from Stronger Than You, and it's just the background music when Ruby is proposing to Sapphire. In Steven Universe. It is such a beautiful song from a cartoon. Yeah, Cookie Cat. Yippee! Even though they can control electricity, it's completely tied to their emotions. They don't care enough to use or learn their power. Fair enough. Shift my form wherever I like. More chubby. Twink. Buff. Then become adorable. Fair enough. Leaves from the Vines is good. Oh my gosh, I grew up on Avatar: The Last Airbender as well. That's a good song too. Also, the last Agni Kai. That's like, you know, like that music that's playing with Zuko and Azula's like final fight. That's a good one. The last, I think it's called either the last Agni Kai or the final Agni Kai. It's just that beautiful, intense music that's playing while they're having their final fight together. I'm gonna go for the night. Work sucks, but it's fun to talk when VR chat is broken for a few. All right, take care, Star TG. One has returned and they kept the backup drive. Oh wait, Vine has returned? That's crazy. I did not expect Vine to return. They're like Jax if Jax is slightly less of a jerk and is just along for the ride. Wow. East from the Vine was a real hard polar, yeah, for real. Since my son could basically take any form, any artwork is correct since he can take any shape. Wow. I did not... Yeah, this is still Demon Gummies. I have not heard this Demon Gummies lo-fi in a bit. I just grabbed the Splatoon but lo-fi video, that one. I have not listened to this lo-fi. That's why I had to like stop. I was like, wait a minute. I don't remember Demon Gummies making this one. House video, take care, bye-bye. I'll have to embrace your true self. That is true. I really love Ojin's design and how it changes through the years. I'm very excited to see where Ojin's gonna look like in the next like 5 years. It's just gonna be based off how I change in the next 5 years. Will it look more rugged? Will it look more happy? Will it be a mix of rugged and happy? Will it be still baggy-eyed? Will it be like more baggy-eyed and burned out, or what? I'm curious. I'm confident in my gender. Fair, lucky son of a gun, being comfortable in your gender. Wow, do I envy that? Imagine being comfortable with their gender. Could not be me. I was about to say hi, then all of a sudden my power flickered. Uh-oh. Imagine. I came like 7 minutes ago, by the way. Well, welcome in, Alex. Yeah, just damn. Imagine being comfortable. Wow. My dumb mutt could not. Want to one day, but that's gonna take work and freedom that I do not have. Thanks for the hug, Mike. We're so estrogen. Very fitting that you come back right when we are talking about, wow, I wish I could be there with you three and Mike, because I am not comfortable with my gender. Oh, you'll love your body such an identity as it'll truly be yours. Thank you. Voice last message. Oh, you're fine, Dylan. All good. I just want to be... Like, the best way I can word it is 90% androgynous, 10% femme. I want to be no gender and all gender at the same time. But alas, I have to hide away in the closet. Are you just stuck there? Or that VR chat is down? Yeah, no, I don't know. I haven't bothered leaving my home world. I just kind of wanted to chill and yap anyway. Because I know the API is down. So, I got into VR chat. I'm comfortable in my world. I have a YouTube search lo-fi. I got the stars. I got chat. I'm good. Just chilling and yapping. We're confident in our gender, but not so much our body. Understandable. I hope you get there. I hope you get get to a point where you're as comfortable as possible. Because I want what's best for y'all. I have the power of all genders and none at the same time. You know, that's what I want to be. That's me. I want to be that. Also, can I say how much I love that this world has a search thing? Hold on, I'm gonna like flip the camera around if I can here. Yeah, the YouTube search thing is so useful. I'm just gonna boot up other lo-fi that I know is like shared revenue, which, as I'm sharing revenue with them, shout out to Demon Gummies because they make some banger lo-fi. I might actually put on other lo-fi that they make because they're just genuinely really good at what they do. Same with Katu Waves. I might put on Katu Waves as well because they're also very good at what they do. In multiple different ways, we got the 3-for-1 specials, and sadly, one does not have any medical/surgery for yet. Understandable. Then I hope you get achieved as much as you possibly can. I also want to focus on my health. Been around a lot after my vacation. I need to start doing daily walks again, but I wouldn't mind getting some muscle. Honestly, wow. I love how this cord will start randomly charging the headset and then not charge it and then charge it and completely throw off my conversation. Love you, headset and cord. Very cool. But yeah, honestly, I actually built a little bit of muscle randomly, and I think it's just because of like me doing stuff for the summer. Oh, and bowling. I've been doing a weekly bowling league, and I use a 16-pound ball. I use like the heaviest ball you can use. So like my right arm actually has a little bit of tonnage to it that it didn't before. And now I probably have to start doing curls on the left arm or something just to not be unbalanced. My species dysphoria, in case it wasn't clear, maybe one day they'll figure that out. Maybe. If not, I hope you get, as close as possible. That is something I haven't felt, but again, I hope you get to as comfortable as possible. I know for me, I felt really only gender dysphoria, and oddly enough, I have never felt gender dysphoria until after I felt euphoria, and I don't know if that's normal or not. I did not feel dysphoric until I started experimenting and trying femme, because I tried femme and androgynous look back in like sophomore year of college. And the experience was so euphoric that I started feeling dysphoria or dysphoric over just masculine stuff. I have some of the muscles in my arms can be so weak at times. If you roll a 16 bowling ball, then cool. At least it's neural, or it to seem that way. Okay. Yeah, no, that's what it seems for me. It seems like I didn't feel dysphoric until I felt the euphoria of, oh my gosh, dressing androgynous and femme are shit, really nice. I kind of wish I was wearing something more baggy now. Actually, you just didn't notice the dysphoria you were experiencing in the same way fish don't notice water. Honestly, that's so real. No, I can barely hold them. Well, let's work on that. Let's do some curls then, Mike. I can help you with that. But yeah, I'd be chilling VR chat right now. I can't because it's down still. Damn, it still is. It's been like 2 hours since the first outage. Chat right now, API issues. Yeah, no, I had to brute force my way into it. A few like first time chatters ever are pulling up and just being like, yeah, no, VR chat's down. It's like, yeah, I had to just like brute force my way into it. I somehow got lucky with the API issues, but I was able to log into my Meta account and just kind of chill. It kind of reminds me, the best analogy I can have is like, I'm a Splatoon fan, obviously, with the Splatoon lo-fi that I was playing. It was like when I had to brute force my way into Splatoon 1 as the servers were dying. I'm gonna look up more demon gummies. Lo-fi, because they make some good stuff. I've tried. I know, I'm sorry. What's your question, werewolf? Let me see. Ooh, Legends Arceus. I might listen to some of their some of the lo-fi for that. Or is there another playlist from them? Animal Crossing, maybe. I'm just gonna boot up this other. Oh wait, Undertale. I'll do some Undertale lo-fi. Did an hour ago, then everyone lost my AVI. Tried respawning and brick the game. Oh no. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks. I'm just a NB that's existing. Teehee. Try also being really laggy and having trouble loading VR chat. I think so, because like me in general, werewolf, logging into this world took like it normally takes like not long at all, and it took like an extra like 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes just to load into this world. Do we want to make a pinned message? Genuine question. That is actually good. Yeah, I can just make a pinned message saying, hey, API is down. You might have problems getting into VR. I brute forced my way in. Was the only reason why I was able to get in. I checked the status and all it says is major outage. Yeah, no, it still says major outage. I'm gonna like make a pinned here. Oh, you got? Can you make a pinned message as a mod? I didn't know that. I can still type it. Oh, you're gonna type it up and I can pin it. That makes more sense. You can type it up. I will pin it. For the new folks though, welcome. I'm Ojin or Jackogień. I don't have a custom avatar yet, but I'm just a dorky, non-binary wolf creature that exists on the internet. Felt that way for a while after our seed cracked, but over the years we've uncovered the little fragments of memory where it's like, oh, that was dysphoria in hindsight. Interesting, Pearl Cherry and Vi. Thank you. You're cool, I'm subbing? Well, you don't have to, but I appreciate it. I mostly do a lot of indie and Nintendo games, but I have this series. This series is all about just chilling, hanging out, talking about life, talking in general, listening to lo-fi, watching the stars and the rain, and everything else that's happening in the world, or the VR world. Drop my charging cable, so let me pick that up quick, because this cord stinks. 1K to Hyena for an avatar silly. Actually, funny you mentioned that. Wasn't that expensive, but Hyena bought a thingy, and that's something we're kind of working on. It might be ready in a few months, but, you know. They're a good NB slash puppy. No, I'm not the good NB. I'm just an NB in general. Starlight Cabin. That is something I will look into sometime. Probably not now, because the API is weird. So it's like, I don't want to mess with world hopping right now, as the API is busted. Good to go. Thank you, Shy Guy. I'm going to pin that. Appreciate you, Shy Guy. Ah, there we go. My brute force keep trying to get in. If you can't, just wait until they figure out the issue. Yep. API outage, go brr. It's a really chill map. Yeah, I love chill maps. I love, you know, any world that has lo-fi or a YouTube search thing, rain, stars. It's the NB. I don't know if I don't want to claim I'm the NB. There's so many non-binary folks out there in the world. Damn you, VR chat. I need VR chat. No, that's so real. The cute isn't good as NB. I'm not! Stop complimenting me. It's not right. It's not true. Grr. Not true. I'm just existing. I'm a nerd. I like Nintendo and bowling and swimming. And Imagine Dragons. I'm the biggest nerd you know. It's sad. I'm sorry to hear, werewolf. maybe distracting yourself a little bit. What's your favorite song? Pop on your favorite song. Maybe rewatch your favorite movie or TV show scene. That helped me out, at least. I watched like a goated moment from like, I don't know, Gravity Falls or Steven Universe or something, and it kind of cheers me up a bit. Mikio Royal Ratio, yes you are. That's not fair! You're a big nerd, and nerds are really cute. That... Well, I'm not gonna deny that. I actually know a few nerdy femboys who are pretty cute, but regardless of that fact, I'm not! Wait, you like Gravity Falls? Of course I love Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is goated. I actually really want to own Journal, like the Book of Bill and like the Journal 3 book. My one friend has both of them, and I'm pretty jealous of it. They put in a block for new logins now. Straight up denies access. I mean, I don't know about that. I know the API in general is just having issues. I don't know if they did a block. Watch them Ed and Eddie. I'm actually more of a fan of Codename Kid Next Door, but Ed and Eddie's not bad either. I have all the books. Let's go, based. Purple Heart. That's an interesting movie. I have not seen that movie in ages. Again, to write a journal. Ah, the journals! Sorry. Just got excited there about the journals. I'm gonna keep going. I began to write a journal. That applies to NB nerds too. Yeah, man. Wow, where'd that yawn come from? I thought it was pretty good for a while. Project Hail Mary. Ooh, I heard good things about it. I haven't seen it, but I love space stuff. So I feel like I would. The DuckTales reboot also go to... Yes, I agree with that. They're like, what, 2017, I think, came out? 2017 DuckTale? I watched most seasons about 6 to 7 times. 6, 7... I'm sorry. Mods, send a fly swatter and slap my nose or my snoot for making a 6-7 joke, please and thank you. It's a good movie. Bet. Or Sand Grab, that works too. That was my joke. Okay, then we're both getting Sand Grab. Sand Grab's a little joke I had about the small fry in Splatoon is one of the most annoying enemies in Salmon Run. So we found that picture of someone choking out a plushie of it. And it's just been a running gag in my community since. One of the rare good reboots. No, I agree. Mods, launch a nuke towards werewolf at me. Yippee! There's a 6-7 jewel. Okay, I'm done being a YouTuber. We're moving to Twitch. Good night, everyone. I'm moving to Twitch. No, I'm kidding. I'm not moving to Twitch. The fact that that's a thing. Why is that a thing? Thank you for the jewels, but why is that a thing? Why is that... I hate it here. Your chat broke for Halo 2, it's broken. You know, check the pin message. The API is down, which is, if you don't know what an API is, that's like coding talk for like how one thing connects to another thing. That's basically how I can explain it. I don't know, I haven't took networking since freshman year of college. Adds that, but removes clips. Right, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so mad that YouTube just silently stopped having clips be a thing in streams, and that's so annoying. But they add 6-7 features. You can't go back. Yeah, no. Refer to the message. True, yes. Do I like Digital Circus? I do like Digital Circus. I'm staying clear of the leaks. I'm thankful I don't have a Twitter. I've been staying very clear. I know the leaks are going crazy. So instead, we've been making up our own leaks to counteract those. Like, oh, did you know in the final episode, Zooble and Gangle make out sloppy style and have a Yuri Yi relationship? At the end of the series, Jax turns to the camera and says, "By the way, I'm bisexual." Hello, Ari. Hopefully you're doing well. Trying to meet my drinking buddies, killing the vibe VR chat. Yeah. Oh, hey, like that's kind of cool. Like having like hanging out and like socially drinking through VR. The only thing I've ever done was crack open a Jack and Coke and kind of sip on it while sitting down and yapping at the Black Cat. My theory is Kinger shocks and kills everyone. That would be crazy. Kinger goes up truly insane. Then in the finale episode, the attract people are revealed to be new regional variant of Scolipede. Wow! Scolipede is actually the, what is it called? The Z evolution? That'd be crazy. Boobs checks it. Why'd you boop me? At the end of the series, Jax is secretly lesbian. No, it's so real, actually. That's the kind of theories and leaks we need to spread. I agree with that. Oh, I'm not a sir. Again, I'm mix. I don't vibe with sir. I'm gonna go hang out with my friend. Am I excused? You're more than excused. You can come and go as you please. This is a public stream. Doors open. People can come. People can leave. If you skedaddle, have a good night. And peace, love, and good vibes. The circus. I like how your text is like sporadic there, Swag. It's hard to say. Jax is transgender. That would be that's based. Getting close secretly. Wow, she's wow, trans mask. That'd be interesting. Mix NB. I love. Please only refer to me as Mazady. No, don't actually. But that's a running gag from a Deltarune comic dub, where Birdly. That's how Birdly addresses Chris. It's just Mazady. It's like Milady, but Mazay, because Mazady. Let's take estrogen together. Rousey meeting Jax. No, that's so real. That's so real. Let me voice act that. Hold on. I have a voice I like to do for Rousey. Hey Jax. Let's take estrogen together. It works. It's perfect. What's going on with the API? It is down for VR chat. I don't know why. It just is. I brute forced my way in, as the pinned message says. I don't know why. It just no worky as it should. So I got lucky. Now I'm just yapping y'all while listening to lo-fi. Honestly, please give me more stuff to voice Rousey with. I love doing that Rousey voice so much. Jackson Ribbit get married. Yeah! That's the kind of theories I want. I'm sorry, she either because I'm indecisive and one day I want to be a man, the next I'm feeling bonita. That's so real, like gender fluid vibe. I had a friend who, well, he used to be like that, but he changed his sort of view on things. But I've known other folks who alternate between he, she, and they, she, he's, and again, whatever fits your boat. I'll try to keep that in mind for you, Average, to, you know, address you as whatever you're... Just let me know, actually, whatever you're feeling. If you want to feel bonita and be more like she, her pronouns for a day, or if you want to be more he, him, just let me know your vibe and I'll address you as such for the stream or whenever we interact. How you brute force yourself? I just kept spamming the join through meta and I just got lucky. So, what are you talking about, everyone? We're just rambling a lot. I am a little lost, sorry. No, we're good. I'm AFAB. Understandable. Whatever you're... I mean, like, however you want to feel. Like, perfect example, tonight. Do you prefer she, her, or do you prefer he, him? Or what's your current vibe right now? What are you vibing with at the moment? So I can dress with whatever you're comfortable with. I'm... regrettably a mab. Kind of wish I wasn't. I secretly have those secret access codes to VRC. That's so true. I secretly do. Tee. No, I don't. I just got lucky. Again, once again, feeling like a man. Then what's up, my him? I'm so cringe. I'm sorry. No, genuinely, I'll refer to you as he him then for the rest of as you feel average. How long did that roughly take? I don't know. I was setting up stream, so like as I was working OBS, I just kept spamming the button. I'll take your testosterone. Please take it. I don't want it right now. Or in general, I don't. We just kind of wish we could have transitioned sooner. No, that's fair enough. Reading my stuff, I've been unsure of how to tell anyone anyone I feel like becoming a man. Honestly, I vibe with so many different folks. I want folks to just feel however they want to feel, whatever feels most comfortable to you. You come to the right NB. I'm just somebody who exists and wants other people to exist however they feel most comfortable. I haven't heard this lo-fi in either. Demon Cummings makes some good stuff. Y'all are bad for real. We're just a nice little cozy, inclusive community here. Do. Do you know that it actually becomes Batman? Wow, that's the ending of Digital Circus? That's crazy. I am Batman. Oh, I missed that message. Good job, Shy Guy, if it was bad. Good on ya. I'm just a little annoyed at certain physical features that didn't need to degrade to the extent that they did. Understandable. Understandable and real. Thanks, Shy Guy. Yeah, I missed it. It sounds like I'm glad that I missed it, so good work, Shy Guy, doing the good moderator stuff. Good job, friend. Thank you for being here and doing mod stuff, because I have to like lift up my headset and walk and like lean into my computer to do anything. We also missed that. Thanks, Shy Guy. Good job. DMs OG, sure thing. Let me. What does that even mean? I don't even understand what that's supposed to mean. I have no idea what that means, but alright, I trust your judgment. I trust your judgment. Hold on, I gotta get chat pop back up in here. Raw X3, yippee! That's a classic. We can't help but giggle at OG Woji. I don't know, I trust Shy Guy's judgment. I've known Shy Guy for... Shy Guy, how long have we known each other? When was that Bar Park collab? We, like, hit it off instantly. Estimated fixed time for VRC? I can check their website, but I don't think they gave an estimated time. The best thing you can do is go to status.vrchat.com, and it will tell you. The only reason why I know... You can see the graph of meta authentication success rate, and you see how there's like a little window of it working? in that small window of the meta authentication working, I was able to get in. That I just got lucky, I think. I legit got lucky just spamming the button, seeing if it worked, and it somehow did. They don't seem to have any... I'm checking. Yeah, there's no other message other than the recent message of investigating. We are currently investigating an increase in errors with our API. So... at least on their website, they don't give a thing. Rindos? I don't know what a Rindo is, but neat. Say 1 year and a couple of months. 2 years ago now, I think. Oh, I missed that. I missed that one, Andy, but good catch. Hold on. I'm curious. I'm gonna look this up now because I'm genuinely curious. I'm gonna go to like the top of me and Shy Guy's DMs just to see how long ago I've met this folk, because Shy Guy is a pretty based friend, and I want to know when our friend-iversary is, as Discord puts it. I'm literally just scroll. I'm gonna do that. Alright, well that's... hold on. Whee! Wow, we've had some long conversations, Shy Guy. That's not a /negative, that's a /positive, by the way. Whenever I have long, lengthy conversations with people, that means you know we're vibing. Whee! Just scrolling to the top of the DM here. We're going up, it's our moment. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Back in Feb of 24. Over 2 years. So yeah, definitely over 2 years for us being friends. Window avatars are like ears on top of their head and tail. Oh, okay. You know, we met 2 years ago. And then the Marpar stream was a year. Yeah, our first session was Feb of 2024. At least, you know, through like us DMing and stuff. How did we first meet then? I thought it was through that Marpar. We got closer through Mario Party, but we first interacted in like February. I think the Marpar really made us connect more, but we first met. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to remember the timeline. My brain is not great for remembering shit. I remember feelings more than I remember specific events. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. Anyway, I'm gonna load up the next lo-fi a while. We'll do one more Demon Gummies, and then I'll probably look at Katu Waves. If I can find like find something I can relate to. Searching. There's a lot of different... Is there like a... Ooh. Maybe I'll do that Animal Crossing one. Or I could just go to Katu. Lo-fi mix. You know what? We'll do the Animal Crossing lo-fi mix. Why not? I'm back from the restroom. Wow. $4 could get you a nice art piece somewhere. Wow. Different folks remember in different ways. Yeah, emotions are the number one thing. I have like $40. Yeah, I'm sure somebody out there does $40. Actually, about VR chat avatar, sorry, I wasn't specific. I do know some folks, average for you, my dude. I think there are some people who have avatar templates and can customize them for around that $40 mark. So I think you're definitely in luck with that. And what's up, yours to hold? Hopefully you're doing well. I was getting to yours. I see you. Hi. Sorry, I was addressing other comments. How's VR chat work for you? It's shut down right now. I brute forced my way in, Puppet Gesture. Also, cool name. I love gestures. Some of my favorite characters ever is like Marks and like Jevil and Dementio. Gestures are cool. I don't know how to make anything on Blender. Still, I mean, what I mean is like you could there's somebody, some commission somewhere, I'm sure, where like they will take a template and then they will like do everything they need to do with the template for you, and you just like slide them like an extra like $5 or so, or whatever they could charge, and like they'll like take the template and then, you know, customize it to your liking. From my understanding, like that's something that we're me and some of my friends are looking at. That should help me. Yeah, no, that should set you on the right track, I hope. Thank you. Yeah, of course, Puppet Gesture. Hey, please watch the spamming a little bit. Yours to hold, please and thank you. Oh, we want to give everyone plenty of room to talk here. We don't want to hog up the whole chat. Yeah, actually, I really want to get the gesture outfit in Tomodachi, so I can like. I have Marks on my island. I would love to give that to him. I would love to make Hugh Morris, and then add in like maybe like Jevil, Dementio, and I have my own custom gesture, which I don't want to reveal their name, but I have a gesture character that I sort of created for my potential RPG game. I want to make an RPG one day. Most people want like $495. Yeah, no, that's insane for like, that's like a full-blown custom avatar. Typically, people who use a template and stuff like that will charge way less, I think. Where would I put a gif of small fries I made in your Discord? I really have no idea where to put it. Media. You can do it in media. Have green and pink gesture outfit. The one color that doesn't suit the gesture Blorbo we have on our island. Oh no. Sans Deltarune. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure somebody out there's gotta have like a cheaper VR chat avatar commission that's like takes a template, because like the templates are only like, I've seen them go from like $30 to $50. Would Tingle from Zelda count as a gesture with that outfit? I think in a way, I would say like Tingle's sort of like, in a way, kind of a court gesture, so I could see that potentially, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna look up the next lo-fi a while, even though I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna look up Ka2 Waves lo-fi. I should really learn how to music compose and make my own lo-fi. I would love to. Okay, this is Sans lo-fi. We could listen to that Megalovania one then, because we all mentioned Sans. I did not spell Ka2 Waves right. It is Caatu. That's what it is. Two Waves lo-fi. There we go. What do you think of... Yeah, no, that's a fun one. Do you like the gesture from the image? Yeah, no, that's Pomni. I think Pomni's neat. Okay, there's a whole Undertale lo-fi hip-hop compilation I could put on. But we just kind of listened to some... Ooh, Driftveil City! I might put on Driftveil City. And... what other ones are there? Ooh, Big Shot. I'll do Driftveil City and then Big Shot from Deltarune. After the Animal Crossing's done. We hope Pomni a lot looking back on how much she's grown. No, that's so real. Like, seeing the jump from episode 1 to episode 8 is crazy. She had a good amount of development and, like, learning her place in the circus and, like, becoming well acquainted with everyone. It's just me, or do I love how the stars, like, seem to, like, twinkle on the map? Like, you can kind of see the stars behind me. It looks like they're twinkling. That is a wild question to ask as a first-time chatter. That is an insane... That is something like a Tomodachi character would say. That is the most... That is literally just something that's literally... You're just a living... Let's not ask that. Yeah, I was about to... That's a little... Okay. I have a sus and suggestive humor sometimes, but that's a little too much. Like, it's one thing if it's, like, Tomodachi characters doing it. But that's not, I'm not gonna encourage that behavior as a public stream. No. From all the meta pro tags, we have Tari, Pomni, Uzi, Frankie, Meggy, and Mel. Fair enough. I need to rewatch, whatchamacallit, Meta Runner. I really need to watch Meta Runner for sure. Really looking at the stars in Megara, it's so nice. You did not even get anywhere close to spelling that like a Tomogachi. You're not a Tomogachi character at all. Not on stream, but awesome. Wow, Mike. Crazy. Let's just say something similar, but more hinge. A lot of folks here are queer. Yes. Myself included. I am pan. I don't have a preference when it comes to gender. I fall in love with the soul. That is who I am. If I get a crush on someone, and I can have proof to back that up in a way. There's someone I don't even know what they look like in person, but I had a crush on them. That's not what pan means. If I had a nickel for every time someone made a joke about that, I would have probably a whole roll of nickels. You know, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that joke, though. But yeah. I lost my train of thought a little bit. Right, what I was saying. I gained crush on someone without even knowing what they look like. I just, through hanging out with them and getting to know them more and more and more, I caught feelings. And that's just who I am. I fall in love with who people are. Man, I'm getting eeper. I mean, that's kind of the point of this stream, is just to yap about life and get eeper while listening to lo-fi. But it's definitely... I'm feeling my eyes back more and more. Sorry, Animal Crossing. I'm going to swap over. I want to change of pace. Let's go to Driftvale. So loading that video. Katu waves. And I will queue up Big Shot. There we go. A regular platypus? Barry the platypus! Man, I'm getting... I need to not yawn. Sargi. I'm gonna join you in Jack and VR sometime, Bugizzy. I kind of want to like do more, have more collab folks on board just to hang out and chill, like me and Shy Guy did, and then maybe me and Mike can do one on stream. We kind of needed one outside of stream though. Like, you ever have those moments where it's just like, okay, obviously we have a little bit of a filter here. We're pretty, like, open-ended and forthwith about a lot, but sometimes you just need, I'm saying as a content creator, sometimes you need those nights where you're just, I'm gonna say this, Pearl Cherry Violet, this doesn't, don't, is what I'm gonna say. But this is the best analogy I can think of. Sometimes I need to be let off the leash, okay? Don't take that out of context. I'm eyeballing you. I'm eyeballing yous. But that's the best expression I can think of. Is being let off the leash and just chilling. Alright. Don't tee me. We did that last night. It felt really refreshing. Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes... It's back up? Yeah, that's what's up! Sweet! He cute like... Don't! I'm not a he, but... Grr. Well, you do have a leash? I don't! I don't. I just have a TOS I need to follow. I don't have a leash. I have a terms of service that I need to follow. Right, my bad. You're all good. And also, they ain't cute. I ain't. You're gonna check for everyone? Sweet. Enjoy it, Average. Hopefully you can get in. I'm hoping for you. Bottom middle drawer? No. Way to do the VR one with Shy Guy. Yeah, no, that was fun. I would like to do more with other folks I used to collab with, or... Wait, have we not collabed ever? Also, you're not getting the hint. Shy Guy is deleting your message. One more time, and you're gonna get banned, teehee. Shy Guy, that was supposed to be your cue to delete that. Mods! Fine, I'll do it. One more. You get one more chance. Oh, never mind. Shy Guy was like, pulled the lever. Okay, well, that works. You don't listen, then you know. That works. I'm a tad behind. Sorry about that. All good. And yeah, you're on VR. Good job, Average. Wrong lever! Rate limited. Why am I getting rate limited? Oh, shit. Gonna sub? Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the vibe, Average. Hopefully you can hang out some more in the future. You want 3 strikes for me, my bad. No, you're good. Do 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 do. I have to immediately restart my PC, but I deleted Windows. Yeah, good job, IC. No more Windows 11. Your remake is 2 years old. Wow, that flies by. And what's up, Greg? I didn't say hi to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's go delete, but it's slow for me because I have to turn off my chat extension to do mod things. Oh no. If they were more weird than hateful, you know, I would rather have weirdness over like people being like, you know, mean. Like people being like weird is easier to manage. You can delete Windows, yeah, if you haven't like something else installed like Linux or, you know, my favorite Nintendo RPG. That's so real. And hello, Jackson. Hopefully you're doing well. We're just chilling and yapping as we do while listening to lo-fi. God, Katu Waves make some good stuff. Go check them out. Some of their stuff is really like old, but like some of it's good, right? Like there's a Megalo Strike Back lo-fi that they made like back like 7 years ago, but it's so good. And they made this like Big Shot lo-fi. Welcome back, Werewolf. Apparently it is, you're able to go. Some folks are able to get in, so feel free to hop on in. How does Andy have 199 XP? I don't know. I don't know how the XP works. You count Pokemon games. Yippee! I'll get back in VR since it's back. Yippee! Enjoy. VR headset, you. What the frick is wrong with this thing? Chat, is there... Hold on. Is there a way I can check the power for my headset while not getting out of... I'm curious if there's a way I can check the power of my headset. Settings, maybe? No, that's just for the air link and head... Yeah, I don't need to see the air... like, the input devices or anything. I'm just curious if I can see the battery. Can you just open the menu? I'm trying to, but it's like sending me to the notifications. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's why I was doing that. The headset's fully charged. Cool. That's why I was doing that. It got up to 100%. Now we're good. Give weird numbers of XP. Oh, yeah, because they did the 6-7 jewel thing. I figured it out. Yippee! Rewarding the evil meme number / jelly. True. That's so true, though. Do 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 do. Yeah. One thing I gotta complain about VR. Sometimes, like, the headset itself kind of loses its comfortability. Like, your nose starts to itch, or, you know, your eyes start to get tired. I mean, eyes get tired because I'm tired in general, but the superior evil number, true that. Oh shoot, did my chat mess up? Nah, I nudged my mouse. There we go. Do 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 do. Do, do, do. Ooh, I want to listen to the Sidon's theme. We're gonna do that. Either that or I can listen to Song of Storms. Or Killer Queen. You know, we're gonna do Killer Queen. Let's do that. And then I haven't listened to Song of Storms in a while. We'll listen to that after. My face tends to get sweaty when in VR. The Rift S is pretty heavy compared to the other headsets. Understandable. I've had moments where I got sweaty in VR, but like not too. Like, it's only like when I'm doing like certain things, you know, like if I'm like up around and moving around and woo, versus like obviously these streams I'm just expressing myself with hand motions or just chilling and lounging. Stuff like this is not taking much energy at all. That's the story. Yeah, no, that's gotta be one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite games, and it's Bowser's own game in a way. You control Bowser, so I mean, shared with Mario and Luigi, but you know. Is that Origami King is as good as Thousand Year Door? Is that a hot take? Depends on who you ask, Andy. I know that's an older comment, but I just like looked up and saw it, and I was like, depends on who you ask. I don't really like Origami King, but that's just me. What would you rank all the WarioWare characters? I've never played a WarioWare in my life, Greg. I could not do that. I've never played WarioWare. I own Game & Wario for Wii U, but I've never touched it. I only got it for collecting reasons. Back to chilling now in VR. Yippee! 3DS got too much hate. Understandable. You know, it was just because it came out after the Switch was already out for like a year. So it got a lot of hate because like they should have and could have done it on Switch instead. Because the 3DS was already like a dead console by like 2018, I think, when it came out. I mean, the thing is, okay, the best way I can explain this. WarioWare has the same kind of aesthetic as Uncle Grandpa and Pizza Tower. Aesthetically, I don't like that. I don't like that aesthetic. So, I've never played WarioWare. Because I'm not a fan of that aesthetic. I'm gonna have to play Pizza Tower for May I Stream, so I'm gonna go into it trying with an open mind, but I don't like that style. That stylization I don't really vibe with. You know, on your VR friends list. Yeah, I'm just gonna yap alone for the night, but I can see you online through the menu. Uncle Grandpa slander. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of that. That's just my take. My teacher let us use a Steam Deck. I really like Mona. Interesting. You know, like abstract weirdness. Not particularly. I will say I like Ashley. Like, I love, like, her theme song's so catchy. Who's the girl next door living in the haunted mansion? You better be afraid because it's Ashley. She never plays with dolls and she never combs her hair. Like, that theme song's very catchy. Like, I like the Ashley theme song way too much. You better know my name, cause it's Ashley. Now, if WarioWare gets its own rep, another, like, rep, like, it should be Ashley, because, like, she's a witch. She can do cool witch shit. You know? Alright. Sorry, Killer Queen, we're moving on to Song of Storms. And then Route 201, and then Side On. Is that the one of the lyrics? Because she really clearly does comb her hair, you know. Yeah, well, that's literally one of the lyrics is like, she never plays with dolls and she never combs her hair, and then she says, who has time for girly things like that? She's so obsessed with magic, she doesn't care about anything else. She probably does, you know what? She probably just does a spell for her hair, honestly. That would make so much sense. Yeah, she says she doesn't play with dolls or combs her hair. Grandma's wig, this'll make you big. Pantalones giganticus. Oh no, not again. Yeah, I need to play more Nintendo games that I haven't played ever. Ashley, 9-volt, they're all awesome. Yippee! Do 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 do. So, chat, anything else on your mind so you want to yap about tonight? I know I kind of started the stream talking about the things I wanted to, for sure. Me and my anxiety, fearing that I'm hypocritical. Talking about the one incident about, like, IRL stuff, like, global news stuff, and how it affected, like, I want to double check if I'm doing the right thing or not through my channel. For streaming, I just do a black stream and tell the viewers to imagine it. That would be a decent not 4th of July, April Fool's stream. Just like, alright chat, this whole stream's just gonna be a blank screen, and I'm gonna be yapping to you, and you're gonna have to use your imagination on what I'm playing or what I'm doing. Just me narrating the whole thing. Imagination. Do 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 do. Ooh, hey, look what I found. It's a cat. Whee! Cat. Whee! Do 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 do. Multitasking pro. Yippee! Rainbow. Good April Fool's idea. Finally finished editing. Yippee! Good job, Troy Guy. Here, have a cat. All right, chat. This is your new streaming host. Say hello to Kitty. Kitty's gonna be hosting for you. So, yippee! Oh, wait. Can I just like? It's me, chat. I'm the cat. I'm the host of the stream. Look, I'm a cat. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Whee! Eh. Yeet! Anyway. Jack, look what I said. Yeah, okay, hold on. Hold on. Where's DM? That's very funny. That's a good meme, Mike. That's very funny. I don't know if I can share that with the class, but I'm gonna try to. Hold on, let me see if I can cook this. Yes, it works. Okay, hold on. Here we go. You ready? You ready for the meme that Mike just? I'm sharing this with the class. Just the deranged Mr. Krabs in it is it's so fitting. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, that one took that one. That's a good one. Thank you, Mike, for that. Our island, wow. Oh, jeez. Tomodachi's a good freaking game. Oh my gosh, I need to show this. Okay, look at this. The art for this lo-fi is Leafeon. Leafeon's one of my favorite EVs. It probably goes like Umbreon is #1, then Espeon, Sylveon, Leafeon. I love them all, but look how precious that Leafeon is. Look at how precious that Leafy. Aw, it's Leafeon. Okay, sorry, but yeah, Katu Waves makes. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Katu Waves makes good stuff. I just saw it, I was like, I gotta share that Leafeon art. That's so cute. They're all either talking about sitting or stimming. You know, true, like, the Yoshi game allowed you to say ass plant. It's so funny. Alright. I love Pokemon. I know Pokemon doesn't always love me. Pokopia. But, oh my gosh. Leafeon, Espeon. Oh, you think Leafeon and Flareon are at the bottom? Damn. I think Leafeon's so adorable. Like, it's just plant creature. And it's so cute. Like, I just want to feed it, like, honey and water and pet its cute little leaf ears. I love Leafeon. Leafeon adorable. Umbreon's my favorite because I have a very high appreciation for dark types. Like I said, there's a reason why my soul is usually depicted as maroon. It's a mixture of red and, like, dark type. Fire and dark combined to maroon. Ochin would be a fire dark type. Had it rough before the physical special split. Dang. That's because that's actually what plants eat. Yeah, I would give it honey and cute things. I don't know. I would. And blood and bones. I mean, that just Leafeon would eat the blood of, its enemies. Then, I guess I don't know. I don't think about blood and bones too much because I don't like gore. The only kind of gore I can stand is like the cartoony gore. Like Cult of the Lamb is a good example of that. I can handle that just fine. As a Furry VR, cool NB, but I'm good. I'm just chilling, yapping about life, listening to lo-fi as I do. Know what we said if it went there. Yeah, no, the blood and bones. That's why I later said then yeah, no, it's is VR chat back up? For some folks, yeah, I'd say it's worth another shot. I heard some other folks were able to get in. That PMD comic is basically Toxic Yaoi. Wow. I mean, what's Toxic Yaoi if it's not Team Aqua and Team Magma? Am I right? I feel like that's just jock and nerd Toxic Yaoi with Archie and Maxie. That's literally what that is. To me, anyway. New pinned OG coming up. Okay, bet. Cook, Jack and Nerd pairing. Jock and Nerd pairing. Yippee. I've been up to just this. Not much. Oh yeah, Memorial Day. No, the only reason why I know it's Monday is I get the day off of work. Yippee. I can chill. Control gore fun. Yeah, no, I can't do too realistic gore because that's kind of grossy. Shout out Knights of Gwen. Knights of Guinevere is good. I like that. Makes the blood pink. If it's censored blood too, that kind of works for me. This lo-fi used to make me cry. Okay. Let me repin that. I love this freaking song so much. Was bummed out at work along with the graduation and summer vacay. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that you're bummed out, Andy. Not trying out Mortal Kombat anytime soon? Probably not. Unless it's for a future man. I can tolerate it, it's just not my forte. Yeeper. We like being a little brutal towards angels. Fair enough. See, the has-been blood's fine. The golden blood of the angels. That's chill. And it's cartoony too, so it works. For me. Eepy puppy. I'm not a pupper. I ain't no pup. Grr. I'm just bored. Fair enough. For now, there was so many last-minute shoppers. Oh, I thought you said bummed out. Sorry, my vision. Sometimes text is blurry in VR. I feel like if I really want to read, I have to go up to it hit this and be yes, I can see better. Yeah, sorry, I said that I saw that as bummed out. It looked like the R and N combined to an M, so it looked like bummed out, not burned out. My bad. Hope we get episode 2 very soon. I hope so too. I don't got anything going on. Me neither, other than just chilling before bed. Yeah, I want to do something, but you're not sure what you want to do. No, I get that feeling sometimes. I mean, I used to, actually. I used to get it all the time. If I knew I was off of streams, or I didn't want to stream, and I wanted to do something, I would end up finding myself walking around college campus a lot. Oh, I accidentally didn't mean to click that, but that's fine. We're going to a different lo-fi. But no, I would often find myself walking around college campus at times like that. Just kind of taking night walks, walking around, see where I end up kind of thing. I actually do that a lot at work now too. For work, I have to travel, and oftentimes if I'm done streaming and I'm done with whatever for the night, I find myself walking around nearby the hotel just to sort of explore. Stressed and feeling bored almost every day. I'm sorry to hear that. Life is complicated and difficult sometimes, but for me, the best thing that helps me is, well, this. Listening to lo-fi, taking a few deep breaths, helps me get through the days. Especially when things are at their worst. They're not at their worst now, but I also don't feel 100%, I guess. It's weird. It's like, I know I could be happier, but at the same time, I'm not too bad. So I'm just sort of in between. Just chilling. Sometimes it's good just to chill. Soak it all in and take a few deep breaths and recenter. Excuse me. That's gonna be happening until I probably end stream. I'm sorry. Getting so tired, I yawn. Just go out and explore. That's the biggest silver lining my job has. When I travel as a data specialist. It's neat. There's literally only concrete for miles. Aw. I'm sorry to hear. I hope that you're able to find some way to get out and explore. I know one of my favorite moments. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do a story time here. One of my favorite things I used to do, as I set up the next lo-fi here, was back when my uncle was still alive. He had his own sort of like hunting cabin in the woods. I ain't a sweetheart, grr. Not true. But yeah, my one uncle used to have a hunting cabin in the woods, and we would go up there, and even though I wasn't really into hunting, I loved exploring the woods. There was a creek and just woods for a while. I don't remember if it was a certain like state game lands or whatever, but I remember going out there, like putting on an orange beanie and just walking around, and I would sometimes head in like most one direction so I wouldn't get too lost, so I could always just like make a 180 and walk back to the cabin. But exploring those woods, seeing like the trees that fell down because of like a big windstorm or something, seeing where the creek went, finding like fishing spots, just absorbing in some of that nature was nice. I'd go out there and it would be so calm and quiet. No sounds of cars passing by, no music, no nothing, just wind, the sounds of birds and bugs and other creatures. It was nice. Now, I know I'm more prone to the city life. I've said that before. That's why I like the whole apartment and city skyline views with the stars and the rain. Because I mostly grew up in the country, but those walks in the woods definitely hold a special place in my soul. I like it. I wish I could have a Pokemon journey to explore, right? No, that would be so cool. I would love to go on my own Pokemon journey. I used to think that Pokemon were real. I really thought that one day, I could have sworn I saw a silhouette of a Zoroark in the woods. I remember I used to play pretend with friends when I was younger, and I pretended to give an imaginary Pokemon egg to them. Stuff like that, I remember. Gosh. I would love to explore the woods again. It's nice. Again, it's a weird dynamic. I love this, but the woods are really cool too. I do know Japan has a Pokemon themed park with statues everywhere. I did see that. That's pretty cool. Like an actual IRL Poke Park, or yeah, Poke Park. I just want to cover how either self-contained area with friends around or somewhere isolated and beautiful scenery. That'd be cool. Fantasizing about being in animals since we were like 10 as far as we can remember. Understandable. Gosh, I wish shape-shifting was a thing. A lot of times lately in VR, I just wish I could just turn into Ojin. Like physically too. That'd be cool. Be able to represent myself however I feel in a moment to moment. That'd be sick. So I one day want to be near my best friends. Aw, Mike. I would love to have you wherever I end up. Just instinctive. We didn't question why we wanted that. We just knew. That's so valid. I do not know who that is. No, sorry, John Clapper. I do not know. So, I just know what's in my soul right now is wanting a place to call my own. I really want to split a place with Bunny. There's this dream I had a while ago where it was an apartment style with 2 bedrooms, 2 offices, 2 baths, a living room, and then like a combination like kitchen and dining. And it was like a really like kind of one floor layout type thing. I want that to be a reality. I would want that to be a reality. Even if it's not like a 1 floor thing, even if it's like a bi-level or a townhouse or a condo or something. I just want a place where I can be more me. He's a challenging food critic? Interesting. I don't really know much about food critics. I just eat. Few weeks how long we've actually known that our soul doesn't belong. Fair enough. Love to live in a place with a nice view of either the beach or the city. Fair enough. 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2 floor, Ors, game room, nice kitchen, dining, indoor gym, and an office. That'd be cool. He eats like crazy? Interesting. Well, right now it's already good enough for my own taste. Fair. I don't know. Hold on, I need to look this up. This is what I want right now. I think it's still shared revenue, so... Come to OG, please. I want to hear this song so bad. Right now. Give me one of my favorite songs of all time in lo-fi form. I think this is it. I hope it is. Yep, it is. Nothing left Important reminder to chat and Stardust. Hydrate. True. Stay hydrated. I drank my water. I just want y'all to be yous. And I know I'm striving to be the best me I can be. Health, I found it hard. I've been to Five Guys. Yeah, I like Five Guys. Burger and fry. To be somebody else. Found it impossible to do. I was running out of my mind. Is this really my life? I was running out of time. Is this really my life? My life. There's something that just speaks to my soul so much about Imagine Dragons. I don't know how to put it into words. Their lyrics, their instrumentals, everything about what they cook just melts my soul in the best possible way. It makes me so happy. Really made us feel more confident about expressing our lack of humanity. Well, I'm happy for you. I want you to be you. You know? No, the non-existent humanity. Same with Maroon 5. Maroon 5 is a solid band. Most people don't eat it though, since it's like in like one state, you know, that's fair. We want you to be you too, OG. Oh, thank you, you three. That means a lot. This helps so much, these streams. That's why I was afraid of potentially it being hypocritical. Me talking about life and stuff. Because I've been so rooted in the idea of escapism, but what we do here has really solidified that this is my life. This is what I want to work towards. This is what I am. This is what I want to be. This is my life. And I will work towards it the way my soul speaks to me. Say time and place matters. That's true. I think this is a good time and place then that we're creating for it. Well, this is who you are, and you're an amazing human being, Orville. Thanks. It's much more fitting for it. No, it really is. I think it fits so well. I thought that said 2:02 and I almost had a panic. I was like, is it really 2:02 in the morning? No, it's 0022. Yeah, I don't know where Whataburger is, but I think it's definitely not East Coast, I'm pretty sure, because I would probably get it if it was. Again, I need to stop with the yawnies. Also, I don't know why. I'm sorry, like, genuinely, I feel like I make, like, genuine, like, noises more and more. Like, I might actually just, and stuff like that, just instinctively. I'm so cringe, but I don't care. I'm vibing. We want water bottles. That's an interesting name, but hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you get some water. Hydration's important. Probably would have stayed up past 2 a.m. if we kept going. No, that's so real. It's adorable. No, it's not. It ain't. It ain't. It cringe. It cringe. Like me. I ain't cringe. I'm resting my head on my shoulder for a moment. Give me a sec. Why is my arm so comfortable? Anyway. Cringe is adorable. No. 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 Can you put, like, I wish I could do that, like, you know that, like, meme where it's like that, like that sound effect with the, with the nuh-uh. Hello, Satellites of Doom. I'm glad you enjoyed the vibes. Hopefully you're having a good one. Folks don't have to sub, by the way. It's only if you like the vibe. I'm just like a NB that likes VR and Nintendo and indie games. I want to try playing VR. I haven't played in a year, but I can't log in. It says something about the API. Yes, that was an error. They're struggling with the API, which API is the thing that helps communicate between like the different accounts of VR and how you log in. So that's been an error they've had all night. Some folks have been seemingly getting on, like I was able to get on, a few other folks were able to get on, but it's still very finicky right now. You have to sub or else OG will go give you... Wow! Nah. I'm not gonna give you the... I'm not gonna turn you into a furry or anything. So to new channel / less popular to make sure they succeed. Well, you don't have to do that. Genuinely, the number's not important to me. What's important is the folks who, you know, represent that number. I want to get to know folks. I want to have memories. I want to create moments and just share experiences. That's why I create. That's why I stream. As just an expression of myself and just to provide a community for peeps. That's why I'm here. I could, hypothetically, this would be a hypothetical of I could flatline for the rest of however long I decide to do YouTube, which probably will be probably till I'm like 80 or something, or 60 or whatever. As long as I have the flame and the passion and desire to do so, I'm gonna keep on going. But yeah, hypothetically, I could flatline, gain no new subs, and I'd still be doing this because it's about y'all. It's about the folks at home. It's not about the growth or the monetization or whatever. It's not what it's about. It's not why I do it. Send something in DM? Hold on, I can check. Let me dislocate both my arms. I lean towards my computer. Good eye. What headset am I using? A Quest 2. This was bought off of my one buddy. My buddy was getting rid of it. And I didn't want to spend as much money on like a new headset, so you know, bought it off of him and cleaned it up and made it my own. Do. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. I like to change those lyrics of this song to, instead of saying I'm never changing who I am, I like to change it to say, now don't you understand, this is truly who I am, because I have changed. Now, can't you understand? That this is truly who I am. Isn't it? I'll get a little bit bigger, but then I admit I'm the That's a fun thing I do too sometimes, like make like a trumpet, like with, you can make a trumpet sound effect. Hold on, my chat was not updating. There you go, chat's updated now. I didn't update. It's all about the Mets, baby. It's all about the Mets. Do you know? No, I don't really know rap artists too much. I'm sorry, I don't really know them. Are you popular? I mean, wouldn't say popular, just know a lot of peeps in the community. I got a chat error for a second. Uh-oh. I have the Quest 2 controllers because 3s and 3 tracking are trash. I did not know that. I had never tried one. I don't know what you're saying, satellites, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if that's a reference to something or what. Do you watch proximity chat? I don't stream with folks. I usually do what I do here. We're just chilling, yapping, listening to lo-fi. New lyrics? Oh, okay, cool. Gotten those errors a lot lately, just YouTube being dumb. Understandable. YouTube can be really finicky. Oh, proximity chat is a channel. Oh, I thought you were saying, like, do I, like, stream proximity chat? I was like, I don't use proximity chat because I could, you know. No, I didn't know proximity. I've seen, like, 1 or 2 videos. No, I haven't heard of it then. Sorry. The only other YouTubers I really watch are Check Who's Modded. Nobody, Mike, Shy Guy. I usually just watch my friends stream, comic dubs, lo-fi, but that's not really watching, that's more listening. Hello, Wolfie. That's an interesting username when I read the full thing, but hopefully you're doing okay, Wolfie. That gave me some whiplash reading that whole username. I was like, wait a minute. It's like, wait. Okay, that gave me some whiplash. Incredible username. I was like, wait. It's fine. I don't need to apologize. It just gave me whiplash. Was all. I was like, wait a minute. You know, it's just funny. You're fine. Hopefully you're having a good night. Welcome to my chill stream. I mean, cussing's allowed, just I don't like when people swear at each other. That's the only thing. Like, swearing in general, I don't, like, is fine, but if you, like, direct it towards someone, that could be potentially rude. But yeah, hopefully you're having a good one, Wolfie. I'm OG. I'm also a Wolfie. This isn't my Sona, though. This is just... This avatar is called Renus. I don't really have a custom avatar for my Sona, but this is the closest thing you'll get. It's a K9. It's a red hoodie. I think it fits my vibe a lot. We say the fuck word here. Oh, yes, my favorite word. I gotta readjust in my chair here. I keep feeling like I'm falling out of my gamer chair. Probably because I'm getting tired, but... Also, I'm gonna, as much as I love Imagine Dragons, I'm gonna swap off the Imagine Dragons Lo-Fi for... Let's do some... What music? Ooh! I know a song we can do. This is for you, Pearl Cherry and Violet. Gotta type it out, it's a little long to type out, but... Almost done typing it. Perfect. This one's for y'all. What is with these usernames in my... Okay. That's crazy, but I'm just gonna say Soggy Bread, how's it going? Why aren't they... I mean, yeah, heterochromia. I don't know. I couldn't find a heterochromia avatar. Need to curl up in their kennel. Not yet. Eventually. Stream and everyone in chat. Lovely rest of your all. Yeah, no, you're fine. Have a good one, Wolfie. Peace, love, and good vibes. Your chat usernames be like... In the same ship. Soccer bread is like top 10 bread. Fair enough. I like garlic. I like most bread actually. Actually, ooh, toasted sourdough is a good one. I'm trying to think what's another good song I can play on stream. Wherever we are now. I don't see a soggy bread in chat. Maybe they're blocked? I don't know. They're above Mike. Burnt toast, yes or no? I like slightly burnt toast. Like, I don't like the charcoal taste. Like the burn taste too much. But like if it's like a little bit, it can mix with other flavors good. Maybe I'm trying to think what other songs are more chill vibe. I got it. I'm gonna do this. Like it dark on the outside, but not enough to burn through the inside. No, that's a good ratio. It's Animal Crossing City, folks. That one's just says Animal Crossing. I don't know if I want it specifically New Leaf. That's fine. I appreciate the offer satellite, but I'm good. Yeah, try to avoid self-promo too much, just because I do have a Discord server where folks could self-promo in it, but like there's a time and place for that. That could be seen as potentially disrespectful, and I don't want to do that. You like it dark on the outside. Oh, I just read the same comment twice. That's how you know I'm getting tired. No, do Discord's social media? Well, those are the ways you promote it. You just kind of have to do it that way. That's how any creator can promote things. That's the best way to do it. Going to random live streams and doing it could be seen as, you know, kind of rude, potentially, and you don't want to do that. I know for me, I used to really not like social media, and I still really don't too much. But that you gotta start somewhere, and sometimes you gotta get your name out there one way or another, and that's usually the most, you know, respectful way to do so. And hello, madam. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a good day, night, time zone, whatever it is. For me, it's night. Basically, every streamer has that role. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe it's like 12:30 already. I'm gonna change the scenery here. We've been inside this room for a while. I'm just gonna slide across the floor and let's go to the green room. The green room's pretty this VR chat? It is. Hopefully you're doing well, Maniacal. Welcome to VR Chat and Chill, where, just like the name says, we kind of just chill. And yep. Chat, I'm a tire. It's almost 12:40 for you, yeah. Play VR? Cool. Yeah, no, VR is pretty chill. It's nice and comfy. I'm getting tired. I can't even use big words. And also my voice went up. Usually my voice goes up an octave or down pitches an octave when I'm tired. You know, it went down for a bit, but because of the API, but I was able to brute force my way in at the beginning of stream, and I've been just chilling in my home world since then. You sound cute. I don't. But this is sort of like the duality of what happens to my voice. Either up pitches or down pitches. What world is this? This is my home world that is, I think it's called Starlight Home? Hold on, I'm checking. Yeah, Starlight Home. It's very cozy. I love the rain. I love the skyline. All the stars and all the little stuff around. It's cozy. I think it fits me. It died, but it lived. You're home away from home world, pretty much. No, I'm not. Nuh-uh. So yeah, that's like the two things that happen when I'm tired is either my voice goes up to here, or my voice down pitches down to like here. And yeah, this is a voice of one of the characters I do. It either down pitches down here, or it goes up to how I just had it. It really just depends on my current emotions, my energy, all of that. Maybe this version of the EB voice could be lavender inspiration. That's true! Oh my gosh, this could be lavender. It would be very fitting too, because my voice fluctuating so much. Who knows? Why is there 2 tank engines in my stream? Percy and Thomas, that's crazy. I used to collect trains. You remember the like toy Thomas trains that were like at Toys R Us? I used to collect those when I was smaller. But hopefully you're doing well, Percy and Thomas. That one can also be the, I don't know, oh, Eeyore. That's true. Eeyore from, like, Winnie the Pooh. RAM? Protogen? I need more RAM for my computer. I could always use more RAM. Random access memory. I could use more memory in general. I don't need random access memory. I just need memory, period. Oh, it is a variety of Animal Crossing songs. I don't know if it was just gonna be New Leaf or not. I think this one's from like City Folk or something. It sounds very city folk like. Ram like Protogen eats the ram. Wow. Same here. Yippee! Mods, show that comment right now. Yes, thank you. Random Ass Mommies is probably the best comment I got in past 12:40 at night. That shocked me awake so much that my voice went back to its default. This is my default. That shocked me so much I went back to here. But watch one good yawn and I'll probably pitch back up as I do. Yep, there it is. Not even like trying to voice act. This is just what happens with my voice. It's very versatile, flexible. I don't know a good way to word it, but it just kind of happens. Oddly enough, it's not too far off from the Rousey impression I do. Cute Protogen. Wow. We could also use more memory in general. We will definitely totally use it responsibly. Yippee! I'll say the latest I'll call it is 1 a.m. We'll wrap it up within 15 minutes here or so. I'm getting really tired. You'll use it for important things, right? You'll use it for important things, right? Teehee. Cold polar... I would say cold polar bear on a unicycle. I want to change my scenery again. Could we go back to where we started, or have we got? Yeah, that's the room we were in already. Let's. Is there another room somewhere? That's where we came from. Ooh, this room. Can I? Game. Why won't you let me through the door? Okay, whatever. Let's go to this one. This one's cute. Look at it. Look at this cute little bed. Look. Wait. Check this out. Little star plushie. I can hug it while I talk to you all. Ah, dropped it. There we go. Ah, Star. Just like my doggo. My doggo's named Star. Ochi and Luma. True, I would hug a Luma. Go good, catch it 500 Vocaloid songs. Yippee! Never have I ever passed out in VR. You say wow, it sounds like Roblox would work. And it's like, wow! I stim on like just saying things silly. Like, yippee! Yummer! Yummers. Wow! No one finds out the star, not my pet. Oh, yeah, no. On the star plushie would be cute. Man, feeling pretty tired. I don't want to go to bed, but I do at the same time. You know, I'm an NB. And I wasn't grrring. Mike's a boy, though. If you say, hey, don't grr, you can direct that towards Mike. I'm an NB. The non-binary. Oh, McDonald's your camera K-pop demon hunters? Interesting. I'm not cute. I just existed. I don't want to go. Gosh, I wish I could fall asleep. Probably not a good thing to fall asleep during stream. No, they were saying me, Satellite. I'm an NB. I'm NB. They were referring to me. Like you, on a leash. I'm not on a leash. Bear's gonna drag you to bed. That sounds lore accurate. I kind of wish I could curl up in bed. You know, like how dogs actually like go in a bed, like curl up. Are you sleeping the hardest? That's a good question. I could sleep pretty good anywhere, honestly. Anywhere with rain and stars. Those are two of my favorite things. Going to bed or heading out satellite. Take care. Have a good one. Chat, make sure you go to bed hydrated if you go to bed. I drank a whole thing of water so I can sleep well. And thank you all for another good VR stream. Lots of good yapping. Lots of just good talkies. I'm even tired. I know I'm not gonna be able to sleep until 3 AM at the earliest. I'm sorry, Vixie, for yawning so much. I just genuinely propped up my feet and leaning back, and I'm feeling really comfy. Yeah, sound only sleepy too. I usually always have a lo-fi or a sleep playlist going on in the background. Archie-land doesn't have any plushies. I'm not sleepy. Well, whenever you go, Eepers, I hope you have a good one, Maniacal. I left a gift in the media. I hope you enjoy Small Fry Spin. Yippee! Small Fry! You watch the actual Furry ASMR, aka Masters, or one of my favorite channels because they have the best ASMR. Valid. I like my lo-fi way too much. Oh, my Quest 2 was slow on battery. Well, I did unplug it after it was said it was like 100%. And we're ending stream here within, what, 10 minutes? At least 10 minutes or so. If not sooner. I feel like I'd pass out. Oh, cool shower that has a plush for toggle. That's cool. And hello, Beast. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy Saturday night. We're just chilling. Like you're close to passing out. I'm just really comfortable. Genuinely, I'm so comfortable right now. The way I have my leg propped up. And like my arms crossed, so it's like I'm giving myself a hug. This is a really comfortable position. Yeah, sure. I don't really know what that means, Beast, but happy to help. Happy to provide, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to. I feel like I should end stream. I don't want to fall asleep while streaming. That wouldn't really go over so well. Whee! Do, 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 do. Star. Whee! Alright, chat. I even had dinner. Oh no. Well, I hope you have some good yummers when you have yummers, Pearl Cherry and Violet. For the rest of y'all. Wait, is there pens in this world? Let's look for... Let me see if there's pens. I want to do a thing. I don't know if there's pens here. No pens over here. Where's the entrance to the world? Over here? Colliders, dark mode, particles. No, I don't think there's pens. You want me to yawn again? Why do you want me to yawn again? Sorry, just saying that I did yawn again. Because... Because there's a yawn for you if you were asking for it. Or if you're just stating a fact, well, there you go. Wait, there is pens. I found a button. Yes! Hold on. Perfect. I can do a thing. Okay. Perfect way to end the stream. I love doing this. My favorite saying... It's probably... Actually, I have to do it reverse. That's right, reflected. But we have... Peace... Love... and good vibes. Peace sign, the heart, and the star. Represent peace, love, and good vibes. Whee! I try to draw like a squiggly around it. But this world's got pens, which is fun. Whee! Spiral. You're watching Disney Channel. That's... I couldn't do the mouse ears at all. Oh, we took longer to do estrogen to do a snack. Ooh, yummer. Alright. This is probably reflected wrong, but here, let me do it this way. Here. Let me grab y'all as we're wrapping up here. Here we go. Bye, chat. Thanks for watching. That's A, T, and dot my I. There we go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, all. Bye-bye. Sleep well, rest well, take care of yourselves. And until next time.